What makes a vision board actually work? Today, I'm breaking down a step-by-step, science-backed strategy behind a board that will help you to finally become that girl. And by the end of this video, you'll be able to design the perfect vision board that will never fail you again. Most people make vision boards that feel exciting for a week and then forget about them. They look good, they feel inspiring in the moment, but they don't actually change anything. And that's not because vision boards don't work. It's because most people are making and using them incorrectly. A vision board is not a wish list. It's not manifestation magic. And it's definitely not just an aesthetic collage. When done correctly, a vision board is a psychological tool. It helps you clarify identity, direct attention, regulate motivation, and make better decisions over time. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make vision board that actually works, not just visually, but mentally and behaviorally. Hi, this is Elle, and welcome back to the Brand Vault, where we study personal branding, self-improvement, and women's empowerment. This is another entry to the Branding How To series, where I unpack huge branding concepts into feasible step-by-step guides you can follow to build your brand. This video is broken into 3 parts. First, we'll talk about why vision boards work from a psychological and neuroscience perspective. Second, we'll go into the preparation phase, the part almost everyone skips, and the reason most boards fail. And third, I'll walk you through the exact step-by-step process to create a vision board that supports real intentional change in the coming year. Let's dive in. Part 1, why vision boards actually work. Before we talk about how to make one, we need to talk about why vision boards work at all. Because vision boards don't work through magic, they work through psychology. Vision boards clarify intention. One of the biggest reasons people feel stuck is not lack of ability, it's lack of clarity. When your goals live only in your head, they stay abstract, and the brain struggles to act on abstract ideas. Vision boards force you to translate vague desires into concrete visuals and language. Instead of "I want a better life," you start seeing how you want to spend your days, how you want to feel in your work, how you want to show up as a person. 2. Vision boards train your attention. Your brain has a filtering system called the reticular activating system. Its job is to decide what information matters and what gets ignored. You experience this all the time. When you learn a new word, you suddenly see it everywhere. When you want a specific car, you start noticing it constantly. A vision board trains your RES. When you repeatedly expose your brain to specific images, values, and goals, your attention begins to organize around them. You start noticing opportunities that align, people who reflect your direction, information that supports your growth. Not because the world changed, but because your brain knows what to look for. This is why vision boards don't create results on their own, but they prime you for better decisions. 3. Vision boards connect emotion to action. Emotion is not separate from productivity, it drives it. The brain prioritizes what feels emotionally meaningful. That's why goals that look good on paper but feel empty rarely stick. Vision boards work because visuals activate emotional centers of the brain, not just logic. When you feel emotionally connected to a goal, your brain encodes it more deeply into memory. That emotional encoding increases motivation and persistence. But there's an important distinction here. Visualization alone is not enough. Research shows that vision boards work best when they combine outcome visualization. What you want, process visualization, how you'll get them. This is why so many vision boards fail. They only show the destination, not the behaviors required to reach it. Which brings us to preparation. Part 2, the preparation phase. This is the part most people skip. They jump straight into Pinterest boards and aesthetic images without ever asking one critical question: who am I becoming? A vision board without identity clarity becomes decoration, not direction. Step 1. Identify your starting point. Ask yourself, how do I currently show up in my life? What habits define my days? What do people associate me with? Is my identity intentional or accidental? You cannot design a future identity without knowing your current one. This step creates honesty, and honesty creates precision. Step 2. Define the finish line. Identity, not just outcomes. Most people build vision boards around outcomes: money, success, and lifestyle. But outcomes don't create consistency. Identity does. Instead of asking, what do I want to have? Ask, Who do I want to be? How do I want to move through the world? For example, not I want a successful brand, but I want to be a disciplined, consistent, and intentional builder. When identity is clear, behaviors follow naturally. These two steps were discussed in a more in-depth manner in my video about how to rebrand and be that girl this year. Link in the description below. Step 3. Balance aspiration with realism. A vision board should stretch you, not intimidate you. If everything on your board feels unreachable, your brain subconsciously disengages. Psychologically, the brain is more motivated by goals that feel challenging but attainable. This means mixing long-term visions with near-term habits, including growth images, not just end results. Making space for progress, not perfection. Your vision board should feel activating, not overwhelming. Part 3. Step-by-step process. Now that the foundation is set, here's how to build a vision board that actually works. Step 1. Choose your format intentionally. Decide whether your vision board will be physical, digital, or both. A physical board engages your senses, while a digital board offers flexibility and visibility. There's no better option, only what you'll actually use. Either way, you'll be able to have the best benefits from your vision board as long as you follow the next steps. Step 2. Gather materials with purpose. Do not just collect images randomly. As you gather visuals, ask, does this represent who I'm becoming? Does this reflect a value, habit, or identity shift? Does this evoke emotion or clarity? Look for images of daily routines, symbols of discipline, focus, creativity, words that describe how you want to feel. Avoid empty aesthetics, meaning beats beauty every time. Instead of just adding a random aesthetic ribbon, add a thing that you'll actually want to have this year. In your vision board, everything has to have meaning, even the tiniest detail. Step 3. Organize by life categories. Think of your board as a map and not a collage or a scrapbook. Balanced, intentional visuals guide daily action, reinforce identity, and prevent burnout. Structure doesn't limit creativity, instead, it amplifies it. Divide your board into categories such as internal alignment. This includes your mindset, confidence, sense of meaning, and purpose. It's all about the workings of the mind. External alignment, on the other hand, is about your external goals in life, ones that people will see. For example, your physical health, your hair, skin, and personal style. And finally, behavioral alignment. This is where you put your daily habits and routines that will help you attain your internal and external goals. You can put pictures of a girl working out or a motivational quote about consistency. What's important is to cover your habits and not just your goals. This categorizing also prevents over-focusing on one area while neglecting others. Balance creates sustainability. Step 4. Include both outcomes and processes. For every outcome, include a process. If you want confidence, include habits that build confidence. A strong brand, include systems, consistency, and learning. Growth, include discipline, patience, and repetition. This trains your brain to associate goals with actions. This step emphasizes the purpose of Step 3. Step 5. Place it where you'll see it daily. Visibility matters. Your vision board should live somewhere you naturally look, near your desk, by your mirror, as your phone or desktop background. The goal is gentle, repeated exposure without pressure. Each glance reinforces intention and gives you a sense of motivation. But what really matters is discipline. So every time you see your vision board, don't just daydream. Actually do something to make your vision a reality. Step 6. Review weekly, not once a year. A vision board is not a one-time project. Once a week, look at it intentionally and ask what actions align this week. Adjust or refine as clarity evolves. This keeps the board alive and keeps you aligned. This also boosts your sense of accountability. Is your vision board serving its purpose, or did it just become a decoration? Conclusion. Your vision board is not about predicting the future. It's about positioning yourself for it. When identity is clear, attention is directed, and actions are aligned, change becomes inevitable. This new year doesn't require a new personality, but intentionality. That girl wasn't born that way. She designed herself, one vision board at a time. Comment down topics you want me to explore next. And if you learned something, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more lessons on building a brand that feels uniquely you.